In this Figma to Shopify masterclass, I will show you how we can convert a Figma design into a Shopify editable landing page. And I will use Pagefly for this, Pagefly page builder. And you can use custom code or any other builder. So if you want to learn that, keep with me. And if you have a project about Figma to Shopify with Pagefly with custom code, then reach out to my email. We will help you to build your Figma design into Shopify with custom code, with Pagefly, gem pages, Replo, any builder. But in this video, I will cover how we can convert this particular design into a Shopify landing page using Pagefly builder. So to start the this tutorial, all you need to have a Figma design, or you can use this same Figma design that I am currently using. I will put the link in the description. Credit goes to Jordan to give away this in Twitter. So you can just make a copy in your draft and you can get instant access. Just make this in your duplicate this into your draft, and you can just edit everything from this Figma file. And it has a mobile version. We will make everything mobile responsive. So let's begin with the tutorial. So we need two things to start this tutorial. First, a Shopify store. So if you have not started a Shopify store, you will find a special trial link in the description. So use this to support my channel. Second, we need Pagefly app. So please use my link to install Pagefly as well. So you can support my channel. If you use any paid version of the app in the future, I will get a small kickback without any extra charge. So let's install Pagefly, and this is the two app that we need to start this task. So before that, let's see how many sections this have. So this is a very good looking website with some option of subscription which we can add as well. So you can see this how it actually looks. So then we just click on install to Pagefly app and we are good to go. So after that, Pagefly app will be installed and will be redirect to Pagefly dashboard. And I will cover this step by step. So keep with me. Then we will need to go to the pages. Okay. After that, we need to go to the pages and we can create few type of pages. If I click on create blank page, it will ask me what page to create. Is it a regular page? Like regular pages have a pages forward slash something with your domain. If you want to make this as your home page, just choose it. If you want to assign this to a product page design, you can choose one. Okay, this is up to you. For now, I will use this as my home page. Okay, you can change the page type later, so don't worry. And there will be a notification called enable UI optimization. I will click this and I will click enable UI optimization, and this is the Pagefly editor looks like. Now let's go through the Figma design and let's understand few basic about Figma. First of all, we need to understand what is the width that is used. It is for 1440 width has been used for that Figma design. Okay, and if you click this one, same, maybe it's not same width, but we have some gap 71 and 71 here. Okay, so this is very important. Other than that, one of the basic things you need to know, you need to click any of the layer, as you can see, and there will be a frame. So if I click this eye icon, this frame has been disabled because every element is inside this frame. If you see text or any background, so if I scroll down, I will find what color has been used for this background. And if I click this particular text element, as you can see, I can see it has used inter font 18 pixel, and this is the color code for the text. Okay, so I will not use inter text. I will use Poppins and Montserrat for the font and for the paragraph. And whatever font you want to use for your project, it's up to you. So now let's get back to Pagefly. So let's understand few Pagefly basic. First of all, we will start from this section, right? So we have a top announcement bar, the 20% off of your first purchase. We will see how we can export an image, what tips and tricks to follow. I'll cover each and everything. So I'll click this add element and then I will take a layout. What is the layout? As you can see, the frame in the Figma, it is called frame, and in Pagefly it is called layout. So how many layouts we want to take? Is it one column? Is it two column? Is it three column? What does this means is actually, if you see any web page sometimes divided into columns. Okay, what this columns means, as you can see, we have a headline here, but then we have three reviews section here, 1 2 3 column. It is divided into three column. And if you see the Figma design here, the first section only contains one section. So I'll take the layout, only one layout here. Fantastic. After that, we need to click this section. Okay, As you can see, we have a column, and if you see, this is the one of the most important panel of Pagefly. Inside that column we have a parent row, and this row have a parent called section. So a section can have multiple a row and multiple columns. So if I click on the section, we have a width section here. So for this I will use 100 1300. This is the width I will use. As you can see, currently we have this white space in the left, in the right, consistent white space. So if I go to Figma, I can copy this color code from here with Control C, or I can click this and Control C to copy with my keyboard. And then I can go to the section, scroll down, go to styling panel. Styling panel means if you want to give any style to any elements in Pagefly, we'll go to the styling panel. And if I go to the styling panel, I can scroll down and I will find the option called background. And if I click on it, I can paste the color code here for the background. Okay, perfect. Then we need to click on add element, and I will take this paragraph element inside the column. Then I'll click on styling, and I will first of all make sure after you take any heading, any paragraph in Pagefly, you need to go to that element, go to the styling and make the margin 0, because by default Pagefly takes a margin of 16, but it does not implement in the live page, so it create a confusion. So I always try to make it 0. Then I'll choose the fonts from here. So I'll click this setting icon and I'll go to Poppins, and I also search for Montserrat. Okay, and then I'll click on select. And for paragraph I will use Poppins, and I will click on center align, and the text is also black, I think. Okay, so if I click this text, I can copy the whole text, Control C. I can click this paragraph and come here, Control V to paste all of them. And this is the text, Control C to copy, go back here, and then come to styling and Control V here. Okay, then go to the section, and there is a padding comes default from the section, so I'll make it 0. And if I click on this element, you can see this is bold, so the weight of the font, weight of the text is little bit larger. So if I click on the paragraph, scroll down, Poppins fonts has been selected, perfect. What is the size? The size is 18, so we need to make it 18 pixel. And I'll click on mode setting, and I will click on this font weight to bold. Now you will see it is matching with the current design. Okay, as you can see, it is matching with the current design, perfectly matching with the current design, right? So if you think this has been also larger, then click the row. This means this row, go to general, and you can increase this option called column spacing to something like 20 or 25. Okay, to make this completely similar height like this Figma design. Okay, and if we go to the mobile version of it, nothing changed, only change is the font size become 16 from 18. So let's see how to cover the responsive things. So you can see in the drop down we have all devices. So if I switch it to mobile, anything I change, if I switch to mobile, anything I change now will only applicable to mobile. So if I go to styling, I can give 16 pixel. As well as I can use a entire separate background for mobile version also. Okay, also entire separate text color for mobile version, but this does not actually happen. So I can use this section color to black only for mobile if I want to, but I will not do that. I'm telling you just for example. Okay, so we done the mobile responsive as well. You can go to tablet, if you think anything goes wrong you can do the adjustment. But if I go to all devices, if I go to the, you can see it is still 18 pixel, but if I go to mobile it is 16 pixel only for mobile. Other than that, after doing those changes, you need to click on save, so your changes is saving, nothing get lost. So you can give it a page title, a proper page title based on your store name. In that case, we are making a landing page or a home page for a company named Triple, right? So I'll choose it, then I'll click on save. You can give it your own company name, you can give as per your product name, whatever makes sense or related to that individual landing page. Okay, so this first section is completed, which was fairly very easy and very straightforward. The juicy part, the exciting part, the exciting sections coming right after that. Then we have a section with a logo of the company, of the store, and a button, unlock 20% off. These buttons, what is the use case of this button? This will redirect people to that particular purchase area. Okay, fantastic. So now let's discuss this. So as I said, we need to click on add element. Each section of Figma need to get a layout from add element. So in that case, we need to have two two column for that. In the left a logo, in the right a button. So I'll drag this under the first one. As you can see, we have a new section, right? And in the right, first of all, for every section we are using 1300 width, a fixed width, because a fixed will give us a consistent breathing space in the left side, in the right side of our design. If I click the row, as you can see, in the row we have some space in the left and in the right. Perfect. And now let's see how to export the image from Figma. So click that image. Okay, as you can see, this is the image. If I just click the right of this, as you can see, it is properly working. So if I need to go to export, and I will export that as PNG, or you can export that as JPG or SVG, whatever you prefer. But PNG as well have a larger size, and SVG as well have a less larger size. Okay, so what I will do, we need to go to our downloads panel. So let's go to downloads panel. So you can see we have a two logo. One is PNG 5 KB, one is SVG, which is 10 KB. SVG becomes larger, so I'll use the PNG format. So let's go back here, click on add element, and we need to add an element for that. The element will be image element. We need to go to media and drag an image here, and then click select image, then click this option called upload from computer, then go to downloads or wherever you saved, and I'll choose my logo. Perfect. And this is how we need to add images into our Pagefly. So I'll select it and I'll click on select. As you can see, right now it is looking very bad, so we need to do some setting. I'll click on no. So now it looks perfect. As you can see, it looks proper. Now go to Figma design, and then we need to click the button. And after the button, as you can see, this button have a text, and it has a four corner border radius. Then it has a background color of black. And for the text, I think let's click the text. Okay, it is 16 pixel bold. Okay, 16 pixel bold with 24 line height. Perfect. So I'll click on add element, and as it is a button, we'll go to basic, and in the button tab I will take this button. Okay, perfect. And this button, go to styling, and then we need to go to the go there, make it pop-ins. And for background, let's make it black, and for text color, let's make it white. Okay, perfect. And then we need to have copy this text, so I'll copy, and I'll go to the button, go to general, and then control A, control V. And then here we need to scroll down, and we need to make this border to 5. Okay, perfect. And for this, let's make it 15 and 15. Okay. And now one issue is, as you can see, the alignment is not perfect like our design. So first of all, let's make it 18 pixel, and let's go to mode setting like before and make it bold as well. And for the button alignment, we need to make it this one. Okay, so the image, the logo in the left, button in the right, and in between there is nothing available. So if we see how it looks like our or not, yes, perfectly matching. We need to click the raw and make everything in the middle, so it will be perfect. So if we think anything is larger, we can make it 15 top, 15 bottom. Okay, 10, 10. Okay, and for button, I think everything is perfect, no issue with it. And for mobile version, if you see, we are again have these things together. So let's go to mobile, and one of the issue you'll find here. Here is the issue. So I'll click on the row, go to general, and we'll make columns per line will be 2. Perfect. But as you can see, the text does not look good. So I'll click on the image, go to no, and let's make it 60. Okay, first of all, let's make it 90. And then if you see, there is a option to make this column, or this column less, this column, adjust this column just like that. Okay, as you can see, if I go to desktop, you will find something like this. the as well things. And for button, let's go to styling, and for this let's make it 16. Okay, let's make it 16. And for row, let's click general and let's remove these spacings. Okay, let's make it 15 at least. Okay, and now it still does not looks good, so I'll go to the button and then we'll go to the styling, and for that we let's make it 15 left, 15 right. And also let's decrease the font size a little bit to bring them in a single line. Okay, so this is the thing. So if I click on the button, as you can see in the normal state, if I go to border 5, in the normal state, in the mouse over style, border style will be 5 in the active and selected, this type of things. And if I go to mobile, now it looks something very similar, right? Okay, good. But this frame is larger than ours. Okay, so we have to keep this in mind. So if you see width is 400. Okay, but if I show you my mobile, it is 320 pixel. Okay, this why this how it looks. So if I make it 400, it will look something very similar. So then we can make it 16, no issue will happen. But as our Pagefly design is very minimal, like 320, this why the issue is happening. So I think 13 or 14 will be good, no problem with it. So as you can see, it is working perfectly. So that's it for now. Let's click on save and publish, or you can use keyboard shortcut control S for only save, or control shift S for save and publish. So after first time publish, it will be automatic system. So every time you click control S, everything will be saved, or control shift S, whatever we did will be published. So I'll click on control S, as you can see. Oh no, okay, now control shift S, help and support. No, okay, so control S. Okay, as you can see, it is working. Control S for save and control shift S for publish. Okay, so everything working perfectly. Now we can move forward to the next section, which is this one, and things will get uh, increased in section by section. So I will cover each section for this whole landing page, and we'll see how to make things mobile responsive as well. So let's continue with this Figma to Shopify playlist.